Hey, Sis here, and this is another episode of my Fallout 4 complete walkthrough, where I basically play through just the main story content, get distracted a little bit, and eventually I'll go down to the DLC. You can catch these episodes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday if you like this content. Also, if you like this specific video, never forget to like and subscribe. And without further ado, we'll go ahead and jump right into today's episodes. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and pick up right where we left off. We've just created this transportation device to get into the Institute after decoding everything, and we spent pretty much the entirety of the last episode gathering supplies and creating this machine that should get us into the Institute. We had the opportunity to choose whether it was the Brotherhood of Steel or the Railroad or the Minutemen that helped us, and we chose the Minutemen because that's the only ones we've dealt with so far. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. What do you got for me, Sturgis?
Hey, Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Are we gonna test
Shouldn't
it?
we test it first?
I wish we could, but we've only got the one frequency code. There's no way to test it without actually jacking into the Institute signal. And as soon as we do that, we've used our one and only chance. As soon as the Institute figures out what we did, and I gotta believe those brainiacs won't be caught napping twice. That code we've got is useless.
Alright, I guess we're ready to go. Let's go to the Institute.
Sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
So basically you're saying I could die? What's going on?
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. Don't worry about that tubing around.
I don't think that's how it's supposed to go.
Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF.
Bye, dog meat.
Got it. Hold on to your butt.
Oh snap! Teleportation. We're gonna teleport. We're gonna teleport, gentlemen and ladies. Ooh. We are inside. Somewhere. Huh. What's over here? Nothing of importance. Some wonder glue. You gotta go ahead and just grab all the glue you can, really, in this world. Okay, what's this terminal say? Computer terminal. View access log. It didn't let me do it. What was I supposed to do? Load holotape? Aha! Network scanner. So we, Sturgis gave us a holotape to, I forgot to grab it. Yeah, I got it. To scan their network, and we just kind of teleported in. First thing we did, scan that network. Because we don't trust these people.
Hello.
Who's talking?
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Fawn.
It's stuck.
The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
What is it with, like, these Institute guys? So, Kellogg did it too. Like, he talked to you over, like, a speaker as you approached him. The Institute, you know, this father character, I guess he's the leader of the Institute, we're about to find out. He talked to me over an intercom. It's like, what is with the Institute trying to be like talking to you through walls and stuff? Just meet me face to face.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Trying to appeal to my better half. The Institute.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait.
Another freaking elevator?
You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Where's my son, boy? What's up, dude? It's Shaun.
Shaun?
Huh? Yes, I'm Shaun.
Shaun? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Shaun, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Shaun.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Well, this guy's not responding. It'll be okay.
Shh. It'll be okay, Shaun. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Calm down.
Shaun, please, calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Give me my
No
son.
use.
Shaun. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
So your father and Shaun was a synth, okay. Father, question mark?
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Shaun.
Where is my son, man? How would I act in this situation? I guess I'd just be like, help me understand, man.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Shaun. I am your son.
Just imagine just like traveling across the Commonwealth and finding out, and then at the end of this, long road, an old man's like, I am your son. What? How?
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why?
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
They needed specimens.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Yeah, this is really like your family with the robots. It makes sense. But for us to be like related, that's just weird. So much time.
60 years. So much time. Wasted.
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage?
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand or agree with the decision. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Interesting. So he set up Kellogg. He kind of set up Kellogg into your path so that you had the the ability to kill him. So that's interesting. But what if Kellogg would have won? Interesting. Just food for thought.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
Why you, sir?
But director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously.
Obviously.
I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Dismissive, disagree, don't know. I say I would be dismissive because it's like, I mean, everybody on the surface is just fighting to survive. There's good people, a lot of bad people, but it doesn't necessarily make these people any better. So I'd be dismissive.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Sure.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Sir, yes, sir. All right, let's make that the objective. Meet the division leaders. Okay. How do I find them? Is it through here? Let's go up. All right, it's a pretty cool pad. I mean, they might be kind of shrewds here, but in general, their technology would be pretty dope, right? Like, hey, they clearly have a lot of technology here, a lot of ways to live.
Suspicious lately?
Suspicious? What do you mean by suspicious?
I mean, like dodging my questions.
No.
So your father's father.
If I
But
see
he's
something,
older
I'll
than
be
you.
sure to come right to you.
That's
You
weird.
do that.
They will.
Find your name on
They
the
clearly have the technology, and they're just kind of holding out on the Commonwealth. How in the world do I get to my objective? As I'm struggling here.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir.
A scientist is complaining about them discontinuing his favorite flavor.
Almost done.
Alright, person, let's talk. Allie Fillmore.
Drive servo.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
Revenge. To avenge my wife. True. Will to survive, find my son. It's probably find my son, right?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
With what?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Shaun implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss.
Did she just call us dumb? Power needs. Or division personnel.
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor. That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as...
Allie.
Oh,
Hi there.
I don't know.
Something I can help you with?
Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespan.
I'm good for now.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
We don't need to learn about their power needs. Clearly they have a lot of power needs. And it's probably some kind of nuclear BS. So we don't need to go into too much detail with these guys, but we are going to go ahead and meet them all. Alright, what's division this? This looks like bio. Is that a gorilla?
Dr. Holdren's
What?
gorilla project is showing promising results.
They got gorillas up in this joint?
Here. Glad you made it.
That's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie, they created gorillas. They threw that in there for me.
It's remarkable.
Hey, Doc.
That any child
Welcome.
can survive
So
for
good
so
to have
long
you
up
here,
there, don't you think?
Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
What you doing?
Like what? I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
I see what it did there. The gorillas aren't real? Question mark?
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is.
Sure.
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but...
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer...
I'm good for now.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Let's go meet the next person. The Institute. We must meet them all. We have to go ahead and meet all the people. We have to meet all the people. Advanced systems. This must be where the weapons.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
What's up, person? Madison Lee.
Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
You're a ray of sunshine. Don't want me here?
I get the impression you don't want me here.
What I want in this case is largely irrelevant. Father gave his orders. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Sweet.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Progress report.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the child synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Oh, cool. Whatever.
Yeah?
Oh, for goodness sake, I can't find my notes anywhere.
I think one of those scientists have the same voice actor as Kellogg, or at least it seems similar. I could be wrong though, but cannot confirm nor deny that.
No visible reaction to the K-14 combat. You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him
Welcome
that
to the
I
Institute,
intend to
sir.
speak to Father about it.
Man, this Institute stuff, like all these scientists are like fighting each other.
To be broken.
You're inside of a door, dude.
They're
Pardon
dragging their
me,
feet
sir.
on the targeting package upgrades I
We're
asked
all
for.
looking forward
Maybe
to
I should
working
take some
with you.
courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's
Hi,
enough
Doc.
friction as it is
So,
between us and pretty
here you
much all
are.
the other
Justin Ayo,
departments.
Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
You don't trust me? Guess we'll see.
I guess we'll find out.
Indeed. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Secret police.
So basically, you're the secret police.
Secret police? If that's a pre-war reference, then I'm afraid it's lost on me. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already.
Seemed pretty
In fact,
easy.
I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Combat experience.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
Reclamation. Reclamation. I can speak.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Interesting. So they track, rogue synths. They track them down with high authority. Alright, and that's where we'll go ahead, guys, and end this episode. We had basically the introduction to the entire Institute in this episode. So we'll pick up where we left off here and go deeper into the Institute in the next episode. Hey guys, this is Sis here, and thank you for watching that episode of the Fallout 4 Complete Walkthrough. You can tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to get more content with a similar variety of moving through the storyline of Fallout 4. If you enjoyed that video, please like and subscribe, and as always, have a good one.